Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center. Welcome to the world of magic and miracles, the magic of life, this new place of awareness that we're constantly each experiencing in our own perfected time. We are transcending all labels and all definitions. Everything is nothing, and nothing is everything. All that was given a name for is now beneath our awareness and our attachment to its meaning. We are each a unique expression of the source. And like a radio station on an FM band, one being 101.1, another being 101.2, 103.5, unique songs that are an expression of the all. And as I sit here broadcasting my signal from everywhere and nowhere, from my origin and from beyond my origin, beyond the outer reaches of the universe, beyond this physical interpretation that exists in this physical incarnation. I bring you everything from my world, from the vision of what I see and what I know. You've watched me sit in this chair for many years, continuing to expand, to disappear, only to reappear with more. Not knowing where the more comes from, but it's always continued to come. And it is an honor and a pleasure to deliver what I've come to deliver. There's so much to share. I know you just received that. Infinite, infinite, magical. And now I share these words with you. The human experience of a divine spiritual being. We are all, each and every one of us, without exception, leaders and wayshowers for how an unlimited divine spiritual being can conquer the limitations of being in a physical form within a physical world. And as I paused along my walk, I reunited with that divine spiritual being that I am. And I began to say, look, I'm in a human body. Look, there's some trees. There's some flowers. There's words on that sign. Look, I'm walking. And I'm doing all this from the outside looking in or from the inside looking out, whichever way you choose to see it. The operating system that I am running at this moment is called Spirit, and the software is called Magic and Miracles. In this place, this life is a grand adventure of unlimited experiences, and nothing here has any influence on the magnificent and infinite one who is looking out of these physical eyes and moving, living, and experiencing through this physical body. This is an incredible feeling. I have broken through the veil, and I can freely go back and forth between the two worlds and all the dimensions. I am leaving breadcrumbs along the way so that I can find my way back into the physical plane. I am consciously, with intent and purpose, seeking the gifts and abilities that I hid from myself eons ago. And it is in this traveling that I am certain to discover them. Know that we didn't come here to disappear. We came to assist, to help others remember, and to change, balance, and harmonize that which has become imbalance and which is transmitting disharmony. But we need to disappear in order to discover more of who we are, to retrieve our gifts, and to see the all of this experience from a far grander perspective, which serves to confirm our purpose and our destiny. Feel the magic all around you as it dances all around this physical you within this physical plane, a magnetic force, hypersonic in nature, that is attracting the precise atoms with the exact polarity into your physical world. And as you look at them, as you observe them, they become matter. And when you look away, they return to an energy wave of infinite potential that all may use. You knew all these things in another time, and now you are beginning to know them once again. Celebrate, celebrate, for that which you knew and loved is here again. This year of knowing is growing. It is moving upon us so fast, bringing the massive energies of change. And as I continue to disappear into my true world, I wonder if I will make it to the end. For the awareness that is pouring in through this knowing is almost too much to bear. Look at the grass. Look at all the little children running around. Look at the older couple sitting on the bench to get some much needed rest from walking through the park. Look at the animals. Listen to the sounds of laughter, of playing, of music, of people talking as they wait in line to get a table at a restaurant. Feel the sun beating down on me and a slight breeze blowing on my legs. See a mother, father, and young daughter walk by as the church bells ring out on the hour to keep the time. And the energy dances, and the magic falls like dewdrops on the grass. Birds are flying, butterflies and bees are drifting in and out, but only a few may be noticing the sparkles of magic and the magic of this life. It is a picture of the one moment in the human experience of a divine spiritual being, but soon it will be every moment. For as your awareness continues to expand, so too will your view of the magnificence of all that you see. Touch, taste, hear, and feel as you fully begin to understand the living of the human experience as a divine spiritual being. Everything is beautiful, everything is magic, and everything is a miracle. The wedding. How can we live this life in a way that has never been lived before? It seems impossible, for we have only known one way. Yet even as that is true, a new way is being made available. I am seeing it, and it is happening to me in spite of the years of training, programming, and leading. We were not offered an alternative, for no such one would be given. The two major sources that prevent us from seeing this other way within this physical plane are our finances and our health. These two have always had the biggest impact and influence on the control of our behavior. The way was established eons ago, and we only became more dependent as the information connected to dealing with these two characters has become more sophisticated and more expanded in the human physical world. It has always been get a good job to take care of your finances, and eat right and exercise to take care of your health. At some later point, things like investing to grow your money and going to the doctor twice a year would be added, along with a myriad of number of ways through technology and a new level marketing to maintain the dependency on this way. Not having a handle on these two characters has been the biggest threat known to man in his day-to-day life. This excludes things like war and violence, which if you live in a place that is experiencing this, it immediately becomes your primary focus. But for most of us, those two characters, finances and health, lead the way. They take up so much space in our human beings' awareness because they are so powerfully connected to fear. And fear is connected to worry, and worry is connected to the actual fear of death. With this in mind, it appears that we would have only one way to live, and that way being to simply, with every fiber of our being, thwart the power of these two characters by always staying ahead of their threat. And you do this by focusing on making more money and focusing on taking better and better care of your health. These two jobs consume our life and are embedded in our every thought and action as we battle to survive the hand that it appears we have been dealt. We were all married to this way of living when we arrived on this planet. There was a ceremony and a reception with music and a wedding cake, and we have lived unhappily married to this way of life for this and many other lifetimes. But now you are free to get a divorce. And just as a marriage between two people must come to an end when one or both people are not happy and they have to move on, so too must you come to that place of recognizing that the relationship that you have with this way of life and the marriage that you consented to must also end, and you too must move on. But this is the one and only way that you've ever known, the only one you have ever loved. And even though you may not feel happy all the time, there are times when you have enough money and you are not experiencing any health issues that you do feel happy. In those moments, you feel to end the marriage would be foolish. And most times you think that even when I'm lying in a puddle of fear and anxiety because of financial problems or health issues, I still don't dare leave because this is the only way I know. I don't know another way. You say to yourself, this was my betrothed, the way that was perfectly chosen for me. I never met any others or even knew that any others existed. So to leave is frightening, and each one can only do it when they are ready. Many of us, because we still love the person, have stayed in a relationship far longer than we should, always hoping that things might change. Some of us stay too long because of the comfort that we feel and not wanting to be alone, or because there are children involved. And of course, there can always be financial considerations that keep you from leaving. But when you come to the place that your happiness is your priority, nothing can stop you from leaving, even though you know that you will be entering the great unknown. This is where we are now. We are, if we are ready, entering the great unknown, a completely new way of living in this physical dimension. This way is not completely unknown because there is a part of us that lives in this way all the time. So in that regard, it is not completely unknown to us. But to bring it into the physical plane has not been done by many. And I am today opening it up to all humankind on this planet and on all planets everywhere. So today I am officially issuing you your divorce from your original beloved, that way of life that those two characters, your finances and your health, have controlled. And I bring in a new covenant for you and a new marriage and union with your first true beloved, yourself and your creator. So you can enter a new life and a new way of living, a way where you have taken your hands off of the reins and stepped away from all your control of future outcomes and the timing for which they must arrive. A way where your fear is gone, for as you stay in constant contact with your new beloved, your creator, all you will hear is, "Open your hands, for everything will be provided for you." That provision may be a new job, something completely different than you would have ever considered. It may be money from a stranger or long lost relative, or the perfect house that you and your family need. There are no limitations to what can and will be provided, for every need will always be met. And the only limitations will come from your failure to know that you can do this very thing, as well as your expectation of the need being met in only a form that you have imagined. So therefore, it is through that constant contact to your creator, your beloved, and your total trust, fidelity, and knowing that you will be provided with everything you need in the realm of your finances. For through that constant connection, it will be brought into your physical reality. And when you look back at your life, you will see and remember that this has always been true. This new beloved will never force itself upon you. They will never complain or nag at you to receive them. It is only through trust, fidelity, and knowing that you will truly be able to enter this new way, this never before way of living in the physical plane without any influence from those two characters. It will be the same with our health. And of course, this includes our mental health. With that constant connection with our beloved, we will hear once again, "Open your hands, and all will be provided for you." And in that moment, your pain will disappear. Your diagnosis will instantly change. You will be led to eat a certain food that heals something that needs healing, or you will be shown a remedy for some ailment that makes no sense and comes out of nowhere, something that is just for you, not a cure-all for others who might be having similar symptoms. Once again, it is only through trust, fidelity, and knowing that you will truly be able to enter this new way, this never before way of living and being in the physical plane without any influence from those two characters. So now repeat after me. I promise to love, honor, and cherish my beloved, to be consciously connected to them at all times, to be faithful and true, and to remain together in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, to infinity and beyond, to be lighthearted, full of mischief, full of laughter, and full of kindness, to lay down my control, to lay down my fear, and to lay down my anxiety for survival, to trust in the magic, have fidelity towards our union, and to know that I will always be looked after, no matter what the circumstances or the need, from today until the never-ending ending. I vow to step into the unknown with you and begin this new life and new way of living with you, my true beloved. So with the power invested in me by my beloved, my creator, I pronounce you married to your new beloved, and this new way of living and being. What God has brought together, let no one tear asunder. You may now kiss your creator. And now we celebrate this magical union as we enter the great hall once again, and the music plays, and the two say, sing our song and dance our dance. For now we are reunited and once again together as one. Bring forth the best robe and put it on them, and put a ring on their hand and shoes on their feet. And bring hither the fatted calf, and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. For this, my beloved, was dead and is alive again. They were lost, and now they are found. And they poured the finest wine and the best champagne, and there was dancing and celebration throughout the night. Cheers to us all. The first marriage and the first wedding of the one who dares to enter into this new covenant, this new way of living, a never before way of living. Who will be next? I'll see you in the great hall. In these words of a song from your creator to you, and from you to yourself, especially all women everywhere who have judged themselves with great harshness. Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty and all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this moment. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. All along I believed I would find you. Time had brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. What an incredible feeling to deliver that. To allow you to see the other way of living by magic. It's everywhere. And the miracles and the beauty and the colors and the people. Throw off everything and live in the magic. Thank you for joining me. It is an honor. I am your friend, whose name is David.